All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Orlando Sentinels and the New York Giants. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Throwing on first down. Tate. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Let's go. A big play there on the first play of the game. 56 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. And to give this time to the tailback. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. His throw caught at about the 5. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in with in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, how you guys didn't come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
Offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Check 50.
They'll try to run this one in. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Stonewalled on 2nd down. Now let's see what they can do on 3rd and goal from the 2.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety creeping.
They'll try to run this one in. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's the first carry for Northwestern's Justin Jackson. Try to find a lane, but instead... He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
132 fighter. Alert 3. Kill. Hey, orbit. Yep. It's a party now. It's a
Second and 10. And his throw is incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, and it's third down. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
17 yards and a giant first down. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Leo!
Brings up second and 12 at the 40-yard line.
Watch twist!
61, matchbox lights.
Check three!
Ready?
On second down, McCaffrey. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Topper!
Check 13! Undercrush!
Hey, Sam off!
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Down! 60 outlaw!
Man up, D! Hey, check.
Go!
Under 10! 10!
Hard!
Go! Hatchet! Deuce!
Get!
This is Borden. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Hey, you don't want to...
Hey! High 7!
Tight
Go!
Switch!
Be careful!
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on third down, and you make the home crowd go.
There is a hush indeed. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And touchdown! Tony Pollard, an 80-yard touchdown. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
At their own 35-yard line.
We go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
X3, 218, chopper. Bravo.
Second and 4. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
6-6, pull it high. Smooth. Look at me. Sure. Go.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Check. Fresno. Pilot, 64, weak.
He'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. He'll look to throw. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. On 1st down, Tate. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Alec Ogletree able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Off play action. Tate. And the pressure gets to him again. Sua Cravens. He's the one that drops him this go-around. And that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, Tate. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
24's the mic. They're not ready for this. They look slow. They still playing soccer.
Operating from the gun, Tate. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? That's you create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready up.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It'll be a gain of 2, and speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
To throw on second down. Tate, he's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And got his man, complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Well, that certainly changes things.
Yeah, I think the thought process is they'd take this lead into the locker room, run something simple here and run the clock out. Instead, they get the big play. Now they have a chance to increase what they've done in the first half.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. Here's a 2nd and 7. Rolling to his left. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Back to throw. Tate, and that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. He may try and run for this. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Dan Quinn's guys unable to come through there on 4th down. And the Giants are going to get the football back. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Matchbox lights. Hey, Echo. No, check that. We got Mike 52 right here. Mike 52. Watch the run. Mike 52. Check. 80 weapon. Go. 52. Hey. Hey, tighten down. There you go.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was trying to get that one into the hands of Christian McCaffrey. That'll bring up second.
Topper! SOS. New Mike 52. Greystone, travel. Check, hot route. Hot. Check now.
He'll drop the throw. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a third down. They wound up getting nothing out of that second down completion, so now here's 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. And it's incomplete, almost intercepted. He had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. It brings up 4th down.
Albert Rosas on for the field goal.
Rosas' kick is good. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
That'll be taken in the end zone.
Let's go, baby. First down and 10 at their own 6-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
I got you. Check it back.
Hey, lock it.
Check 99.
He'll drop to throw. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And this is picked up by the defense. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Watch the ship.
Following the fumble recovery, Tate is going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Hey, check Mike 21. Check Mike 21.
In your face.
To throw again. Tate. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb.
The The Giants offense that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Check safety, check safety.
Pilot, 64, weak. Hey, seam 6, seam 6.
Switch.
Rock it. Shoot.
On play action, they'll throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And his guys will take over at the 14-yard line in the red zone.
He's scared. No. Off. We get.
On 1st and 10, Tate. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Check four. Watch the hand.
Throwing again. Tate. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for... And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Here we go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up. Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
You're
3 yards on that last
Oh yeah,
carry.
you said in
Here's
the party
2nd
you'll
and
be right
7.
back. Fuck.
Two-jet bomber. Two-jet bomber. Hey, Delta. Mike 52, Mike 52. Yes. Screen. Watch the screen. Go.
Mike 52, Mike 52.
Yo, go.
New Mike 52, Mike 52. That's right, baby. They don't...
Hey, wahoo. Now.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Matchbox lights.
Sponge. No.
Leo.
Check.
Go.
Here's McCaffrey. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52.
Hey, I'm coming.
Hey, orbit.
52. Watch 52. 52 is the mic.
Okay, now bye.
They're going to look to throw. He can run for it, and he will. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And this defense is going to get the football back
Shaking my
near
head.
midfield, right at the 48. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48.
Come on, man. What's up with these holds, man?
Is down in the backfield.
Booty-ass
Let's
lineman.
get the call. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Ooh, Dobbins. Oh, come on, bro.
9 big yards.
You got to be
on the
better
carry
than
there,
that,
and
bro.
it'll be 2nd down.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on.
A throw over the middle, taken in. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 31-yard line.
Sentinels.
Back now here at MetLife Stadium. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Nope. There we go.
This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. From the gun, Tate. He'll take
Damn, I fucking pressed triangle on accident.
And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of
I'm
bounds.
so
Very
trash.
close to a turnover there in the end zone. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Hey, I got number 8.
To throw again, Tate. And his throw here's incomplete.
Plain and simple.
Oh,
That's
this
the
game
second
was
time today
fucking
that he's dropped a
over.
pass.
And that one, I think maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his
Think he
rhythm
got
is just
confused.
off?
I
He's
don't
got
know.
thrown off. He's got to wake up. Enjoy
Oh,
the
come on. You
sunshine.
got to block that, man.
And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first.
Thanks for that
of their
timeout. I'll call
timeouts.
1 too, bro.
Now on 4th
Thanks for
down,
the
we've got a
stamina.
whistle here and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Everybody hands go up.
Then with
And
things
they
looking
say
pretty good on
yeah.
the scoreboard,
And they
they're
say
gonna keep the
yeah.
offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
4 down. 24 is the mic.
On 4th down, Tate.
Damn, this man can't catch picks, even if I throw it to him.
Guys unable to come
Sheesh.
through there on 4th down. And the Giants are going to get the football back.
Come on, Peyton.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it.
Oh, yeah, we going to take that forced fumble, playboy.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Hey, Zoo.
Now back to throw. The ball's
Damn.
out. McCaffrey lost it.
That man speared him.
Escapes, so
Chase
to speak,
Young.
retaining the football defensively, though. Opportunity missed.
Let's hope we do that in a
Definitely was,
Giant
because
uniform,
that's all
honestly.
defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
No fucking way.
Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
Back to throw. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Hey, Alpha. Hey. Watch the slap. Watch the slap.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it.
Leggy.
And Oliver. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. They go play action here on 1st down. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. Looking to throw.
Whoa, what the? All right. I'll take it. I thought I gave him an out route, but all right.
Continue to put this one out of reach. Now the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
All right, bro. What you gonna do now, bro?
Ready to begin their next
Audible.
drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points. So they've got to recover here.
Oh,
it's amazing what
there we go.
Decision can do in the chain
Peyton
of
Manning.
events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down
Caused all of that.
Caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey,
Oh.
I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for him. Didn't happen. Also showed
This man
confidence in
wasting
the
CMC
defense.
career, man.
They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. The Giants on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This time they face a 3rd
Audible.
and 2.
All right. Let's see what you got.
They'll try and pick it up with
I even left Byron Jones in a bad spot for him to do a
It's not
streak.
a very generous one. He looks to be
Yo.
about a yard or so short. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
I did that to let you know.
So it's Giants football here.
Do a Joe like Chappelle show.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Oh, my God.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
I just had to let you know. Oh, I thought he caught that shit.
And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around. You could put yourself in jeopardy.
Steps away.
Damn, you slow.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
On 3rd down, Tate.
Yo, release, Playboy.
They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter.
Gonna fall for the fake again. No, you're not.
Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Oh.
The Giants offense
All right.
at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want
Test
to
my boy Samuel. We want them picks, boy.
It's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at about the 31.
Yeah, hope my boy get a dev upgrade next week. Hey.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of
I ain't
them
gonna call a
did the
timeout
starting
on you,
quarterback ever come out of the
You don't
game.
even deserve my timeouts,
Each
bruh.
instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you
Oh
do
my
that?
God! What? Whoa!
Down he goes. Dexter Lawrence coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last
All right,
points
man.
of
I
the
don't want
game?
to see these fucking
But what a
snapshots, man. Let me
second
get out
half
of
the
here.
adjustment, whatever they
Let me
did
get
in
the
locker room,
fuck
it
body
certainly
here.
worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just